Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the Embodied True Wealth Journey. Today, we're going to be growing with Marjoram. So grab your Marjoram and I'll meet you back here. Welcome back. It's just you and me and Marjoram. I call Marjoram the great pacifier. It's also the reliever of conflict. If you don't have Marjoram and you want to do this practice, if you have clary sage or lavender, those are nice substitutes. Marjoram's very unique assistance to us on this path of embodying true wealth is that it relaxes and softens the body armoring and body holding that we've accumulated over our lifetime in relationship to scarcity. We all have ways that we hold ourselves to protect and defend in relationship to perceived scarcity. And if we, as you probably know from your own experience, if you try to boss yourself around from your mind, like put up your shoulders and relax and be natural, it doesn't work very well. To really tap into our flow of authentic movement and authentic posturing, if you will. And when I say authentic, what I mean by that, because however you show up is however you show up. That's authentically you. It's not about creating some perfect version of you and everything else is rejected. What I mean by authentic is our ability to access more and more of the flowing nature that is us. We are dynamic beings that are constantly arising within this reality in each moment. And while we arise in consistent patterns, you show up the way you show up, I tend to show up the way I show up. The truth is, there's infinite ways that we could show up in our experience. There's many, many different ways that we can show up with our voice, with our intellect, with how we're holding our body. And all of the different ways that we show up influence how it is that we receive. It influences that which we tune into. It influences what we're influenced by. In other words, this is good. Ready? How you have been conditioned over your lifetime in relationship to lack and scarcity influences your ability to receive that which it is that you've been asking for. So if we don't actually shift the resistance holding patterns in our body, in our mind, and in our emotional body, then we're going to keep consistently getting the same results that we've always gotten because it matches with how we're holding ourselves, how we're presenting, how we're thinking. Marjoram goes in and softens the resistance that naturally arises when our nervous system and our mind is running on fear of lack or scarcity. So grab your Marjoram. I'm grabbing mine. Oh, it's so good. Now we're going to actually give ourselves a little hug. This theme for today is grow. And this growth that we're activating right now is the growth into more of your true nature. By true nature, I mean unbridled, free to express, free to explore. And this part of our body here, where a lot of people tend to hold quite a bit of tension, can be likened to the ceilings that we hit when we bump up against a thought form that we don't feel like we can get by or past, or we bump up against a belief that we constantly limit ourselves in relationship to. So we're going to actually open up this edge of tension and imagine it as opening space so that you can grow into the you that wants to grow right here, right now, with me, with yourself, with all the parts of your being. So if you take a drip or a drop of marjoram, I want to put on our music. Take a drop of the marjoram. This one I have at a 50% strength in organic clear jojoba. And then the point, gallbladder 21, is right on the top of your shoulder, the high point of your shoulder there. So you can go just like this. Closing your eyes. Feeling your own embrace of yourself. And feel the tenderness of that. That rather than bossing yourself around or focusing on the thoughts that tell you where you are inadequate or not doing a good enough job, where things should be better, could be better if you could just find out what the problem is. Letting all of that soften and dissipate. And as marjoram moves its way through your meridian circulation, the maladaptive body armoring that you have begins to melt. And as it melts, you might start to feel these little buds of growth in different directions. Your body might sit up taller or unwind. If you feel called to get up and move while you're with this practice, please do, or sit and move. Follow the movement that wants to happen. This is growth. And as you feel that it's come to a close, I just felt my hands naturally drift off of my shoulders. You can bring them up and take a nice inhalation. And letting that relaxation move through all of you. And let it touch especially those places where you're holding so tight to a particular thought form, to a painful experience, to a painful situation in your body. You can grow. You do grow. And you grow so brilliantly. From my heart to yours, such a pleasure to be on this journey with you. Do share it with others if you're enjoying it, and I'll see you tomorrow.